Captain, what are your thoughts on the squad for the softball game?
Squad's going to look good. Looking at taking the offense down, Team Spurbeck over there. I think we got a good shot. We got a good team. Still putting together the lineup right now. We've got 1 or 2 spots left. Going to do some research later this week. See if there's anybody who played in high school, and obviously Joey's going to have a huge impact on our team, so looking for him to do some big things for us.
You might let him get in the lineup.
Oh yeah, he'll probably be playing third base, first base, maybe definitely be doing the home run derby. We'll see if we can get him in there to be like a pinch hitter as well as our first. We'll see. We'll see the rules. Yeah, exactly.
Did you guys angle to try to get on the lineup or what, or is that just up to your discretion?
I think it's up to my discretion, but I've got a few guys who I resource out to see if we can. Combine our minds to get the best guys out there, just because each room knows their guys the best, and we obviously want to have a lot of fun out there, so it's getting some personality too.
So who are the 3 or 4 guys that are, other than Joey, maybe that are going to be key guys for you? Who's got some game?
Yeah, so I hear that Mr. Sam McCaskill's going to be a good player for us, at least he says he's going to be, so I'll have to trust him on that. And then Tyler Horton, supposed to be fairly good for us, and then David Moa, who's those poly guys they're good at everything. So we're relying on him a little bit as well.
So were you there a couple years ago when Bo Martin had the walk-off home run?
Yeah, I was. But that was the last year we did it, right?
Yeah.
That was a fun game. Good to beat the offense again. We're looking to do that as well. Should be fun. Maybe we'll have to back up the fences a little bit this year, just make it a little more interesting.
So how's your bat swing?
I'm not sure. It's been about 2-3 years now since we played the last game, so I'm sure we'll all be at the local batting cages here in the next few weeks, getting our game back. Maybe heading up to MHU Sports and getting some gloves, just because a lot of my stuff's a little old now.
I know you raise money for charity and stuff. That's part of it. But what do you make of that, and also being able to mix in just the competition and having a good time?
Yeah, those are both of the 2 main reasons we wanted to bring it back. Not just because it's a lot of fun to play, but as team members, we enjoy giving back to the community that gives so much to us, and then just providing another event to bring us some media other than just football and doing some stuff like this. We like to go out there and have some fun playing a different sport that maybe we're not so good at.
What have the summer been like for you guys? So far, the PRPs, workouts, all that stuff. How's it gone?
It's been fun. It's been really good. It's great having the coaches being able to do some stuff with us now, just like they did last year. And, they're having a lot more influence in the summer, which is really good for us. We're able to meet, get really ahead, and so now that we're about to be off for this July 4th break, it'll be a big part of this, kind of the second part of the summer, the biggest part. We get the new guys in, so getting them in, catching them up to speed as fast as we can to get ready to go for fall camp.
Thomas mentioned, here and there, offense maybe sometime being like, hey, here's something we're gonna work on for Louisiana or Washington State or things like that. Do you feel like being able to have the coaches around, stuff like that, that's enabled you guys to be more ahead in these summers than maybe in previous years?
Definitely, getting their input and having their influence. I mean, it's what they do. It's what they're best at. Them being able to show us a little direction here and kind of make it a little bit more structured. A lot of times with us, it's hard to communicate. Hey, we really need to work on this. And having those coaches being able to kind of facilitate some of those needs is extremely important for us. So, like Thomas said, being able to do that, we were doing some of that stuff today. It's very important for our growth going into the fall camp and the season.
So what was the change last year? You can do meetings, but they still can't be on the field actually when there's a ball.
Yeah,
around,
so
right?
they can't, as long as there's balls on the field, I guess they can't be around. And then we can meet once it's 2 hours a week. And so we get to actually install some stuff in the summer, so that it's, especially with these young guys, it's extremely important because some of those guys have been in for a while. We could probably do the install ourselves, but getting some of those young guys caught up is what's extremely important going into that fall camp.
What's more important right now, watching film, putting on weight, getting stronger? Like, what do you think is more important right now?
I mean, you listed them all right there. And that's exactly what we're doing. Is the emphasis is, we lift an hour, we run an hour, and then you get to meet an hour. So all three of those things combined together is it's kind of what determines if you have a good or just an average summer.
The big storyline for the defense is going to be all the guys that lost last year. You guys that are still here, you guys kind of motivated to show that you guys are pretty good too?
Yeah, of course, and I think just the whole team in general is it was not the season I think we all wanted to have, but we finished it out very strongly, and I think doing that is going to provide us to kind of jumpstart this next season, and it gave us that edge this summer to work for what we truly think we can accomplish.
Do you have like shirts that say 9-4, or how do you guys kind of? What are you guys kind of doing to?
No, it's not even about that. It's just kind of we know we work hard. It's our mentality, and it's just getting back to some of those roots on that blue collar work ethic and doing it for each other, not for ourselves. I think.
Any workout warriors? Any guys jumping out to you, standing out to you during the workout so far?
Yeah, we got our competition teams actually, and I want to say Jake Rowe's team, if I'm right, is in second place, and then who was in first?
Jason first.
Oh yeah,
He said Jake was.
Jason first. Yeah, Thomas is in third. Mine's I don't want to even mention what team mine's in. We lost our competition last week, but yes, we're doing some of those things like that, and there's different players. I think summer's a great time because there's so much competition that's going on that it's there's a lot of 1v1, but there's also these group competitions where people get to stand out, and some people that maybe not get the opportunity to show what they can really do get this opportunity in the summer, and it allows them to actually improve themselves on the team as well.
What are the competitions? We talk about these competition groups. What are the competitions? What do they entail normally?
Yeah, so it used to just be tug of war. So Tuesdays would be one person tug of war, Fridays would be team tug of war. But this year it's been actually really, really fun. We're doing different obstacle courses, move the mountains, prowler pushes, all these combined huge obstacle courses. And then on Fridays we do it's basically called a gauntlet. So the two teams that lose during the week do this huge obstacle course that involves a riddle and different, running and finding the key that can unlock the door, and then some people carry a huge sandbag to the top of the decks, and so it's a lot of fun. And it's enticing to make sure you don't lose because it's pretty strenuous as well.
What's one of the riddles?
So they're anything from talking about different sayings in the facility to what are the 4 things we're working on this summer, or what's the mascot of the third team that we play, and who is it? There's a lot of different ones, and so if you're not doing good, you can phone a friend after a little bit, but for the most part, it's all on you.
Who is the third mascot?
It's why we.
Mountain West Media Days coming up. Is it something you're looking forward to, a new experience for you?
It should be a lot of fun. I enjoy doing these things like this, being able to talk about how incredible this program is. So looking forward to doing that a lot.
We know that there's sometimes coaching involved from SIDs, not naming names.
Yeah.
What's told? I mean, we know you guys get coached up. What are the reminders out there, the rules?
We get reminded about those all the time. It's playing by the rules and making sure we do everything right.
Fair enough.